Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up.
We're fed up.
We're fed up.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the Drug Facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the Drug Facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/Drug Facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. follow Meadowlark Events Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
It's out of here. Ties us up, a 2-run shot. Wild pitch gets by the catcher, and the go-ahead run will come across. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and swing and missing. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Sports Complex here at Johnson County Community College. Game 2 of the day here on Johnson County Sports Live, as Cavaliers taking on the Reivers from Iowa Western for the second time in 2 days, and the third and final game in today's triangular action here at Johnson County Community College. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Happy you all can be with us. These two teams, last time they faced on yesterday, it was a morning start at 10 a.m. And partner, I tell you what, if you didn't wake up for this game, I feel sorry for you. It was an exciting one. 16-13 final, Johnson County holding on. They had 16 runs on 15 hits, 14 total RBIs, and eight were left on base too. That's another staggering thing. So, I mean, it was just a crazy thing. Runs were scored left, right, and everywhere in between, and it was the big bat to Johnson County that came through, including a 2-home run game from Aspen Burgard, including the eventual go-ahead and winning runs coming across, and a 3-run homer she hit in the bottom of the 6th inning that put the Cavaliers from trailing going into the bottom of the 6th to up by 3 coming out of it and hold on to the win.
Yeah, no question about it, partner. And Izzy Carter there at second base had a highlight play to end that on sparing a line drive to record the last out and preserve the win.
The Cavaliers will be looking to make it 3 wins in a row against D1 teams and sweep the 2-game set against the Reivers in the past 2 days. And we start with the first pitch strike. Is Mariah Baxter, the second baseman, leading off, followed by Ella Fitzpatrick in left field. And Matea Martin out in right, going up against Maggie McNally in the circle for Johnson County. And we've talked plenty about her last start, going the distance in a no-hitter against the Indian Hill Community College Warriors, including 7 strikeouts on the way. And that was a huge bounce-back game for her. We were talking with Coach Bratton Volkins of someone that looked like they were losing their start in the rotation as this grounder's over to second in time to first for the first out. She bounces back in that game, though, coming off a game where Johnson County lost their 10-game winning streak, 5-2. They were held to under 5 runs for the second time in the entire season against Indian Hills, and she comes out and pitches a no-hitter. What a bounce-back game it was for her.
Yeah, no question about it. And if we talked to the coach about it after the game, we were, you and I were both really pumped after calling that no-no. And he said, of course, everybody stayed away from her. They didn't talk about it at all during the game, but that's what you're supposed to do. But, yeah, it was pretty exciting.
And said that maybe they weren't even all truly 100% sure until the coaches actually told them after the game was over. And the excitement was on after that, and a big one for McNally. So coming out looking to string together. It's going to be hard to put together another no-hitter. If you go back-to-back, that really is something else. Put you in the upper echelon of class, but just another quality start and hold on for a win. She will take that every single time. This one over to Carter, handled nicely, and there's out number 2, both over to the right side of the field, and Izzy Carter eating them up.
Yeah, and the other thing that was pretty amazing about McNally's last start, that no-hitter, 14 of the batters that she faced, she threw first pitch strikes to, and we've talked about how important that can be.
She had it going on all cylinders and definitely earning a lot of trust back in her from the coaching staff and a lot of confidence back in herself.
Oh, no question.
There were already high expectations for her coming into her sophomore campaign. She's going to be the ace, was gunning for all conference honors and even maybe some national honors at the end of it. Undoubtedly, and no-brainer, she was the Kansas Jayhawk Conference Division II pitcher of the week this past week, and when you pitch a no-hitter, I think you should automatically just get that award. There should be no conversation about it, no ifs, ands, or buts, and she got it, no doubt. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That's low and downstairs for a ball as Matea Martin, the right fielder. Allie Cromer in the cleanup spot, and the third baseman is on deck. He's Reivers is winning in the game that they just played before this against Northern Iowa area, coming back in dramatic fashion, putting the go-ahead run across the plate in the top of the 7th inning. And we're able to hold on in that one and wrap it up. This keeps them from going on a 4-game losing streak coming in to this game against Johnson County. This one inside, and that's been
that one hurt.
That's been the big thing with McNally is you're looking at her hits by pitch, and they're really starting to pile up as she leads the team in that category. She had that one hit by pitch. That was one of the two things. There was an error and a hit by pitch that took it from a perfect game to a no-hitter her last time out, and she puts her on with 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Now brings in Cromer. Solid contact out there and right, and tracking it down full steam ahead, going towards the corner. And a perfect play out there in the outfield for the third and final out. Cavs have the first coming up next here on GC Sports Live.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Now move along to the bottom of the first inning. Cavaliers looking to pick up where they left off with the bats. They had a great start to their day, outlasting the Spartans 12-11 in the first game. The triple header today, lasting and going the distance. Taryn Burkhardt leading off yet again. Same 1-2-3 part of the order for the Cavaliers, and Burkhardt followed by Izzy Carter and Jaylee Jefferson.
Taryn rolling up the sleeves to stay away from that farmer's tan.
Good day for it. Sun's been out the majority of the day. A lot of cloud cover. The first pitch of the first game at 10 o'clock in the morning. A lot of that's rolled over. There was a lot of blue skies. There's still some more clouds rolling in, but overall still a really beautiful mid-March day in Overland Park.
Can't beat it. 69 degrees at first pitch.
Very nice. And line out. That will get into left field. Burkhardt sitting on it and got what she was looking for. Goes opposite way. It's a leadoff knock.
Batting second, number 17, Izzy Carter.
She lead it off first game today with a single. She does just that here. Looking to follow is Izzy Carter. Also had a single in her first at-bat against North Iowa area.
Yeah, she was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored.
One outside and off the plate. That's for ball 1. Kylie Grubbs is the pitcher for the Reivers here in this one. First time Cavaliers have faced her in the circle. That one gets the outer part of the zone. Takes a count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Grubbs, 12 1/3 innings pitch coming into this game here today. Her 7th appearance. One ball, 2 strike to count now. 6.18 ERA. 12 earned runs. 9 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1.14 whip. 2.84 whip.
Is he trying to get that lead runner over in the scoring position?
Lays off again, outside, moves to count, full 3-2. And she lets it get away, so a leadoff single and now a walk. Cavaliers going to be looking to do more damage with runners on the base paths. Jaylee Jefferson will step in, eerily similar. It's a little bit deja vu. She faces exact scenario, runners at first and second. And she responded with launching a 3-run home run in the bottom of the first against the Trojans this morning.
Yeah, she was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. That's a nice stat line.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Grubb. She swings at it. Third baseline, fair territory, throw across. First baseman going with it, keeping the foot on the bag. There's out number 1. That does her job as she moves both runners into scoring position, setting the table up here for Aspen Burgart, who, for Johnson County, not sure if there's anybody else you would want coming up to the dish with 1 or more runners in scoring position.
Yep, she's the home run RBI machine. The straw that stirs the drink.
That's it. Just in the last game against the Reivers yesterday, had 5 RBIs. Takes a good cut there, but can't connect. Fooled on the breaking pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Looking to protect here. Runners at second and third. Here's the next pitch from Grubbs. That's off the plate, and it's ball 1. Next one just gets away, takes a bounce off the backstop, rolls too far away, so sliding in safely is Taryn Burkhardt. That's the first run of the game.
On a wild pitch.
That will do. And Jaylee will go ahead and move on up. Excuse me, Izzy Carter will move on up to third base. And Burkhardt down with the strikeout, swing and a miss. Not too often we're writing a K in the scorebook next to her name, but we'll do it right here. Baton moves along to Kate Ediger. That second run still looming there in scoring position at third base. First pitch swinging off the top of the net and foul.
Kate was 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 runs scored.
One foul back to the net behind the count 0-2. The 6th game that the Cavaliers have taken part of this week. They got 2 more on Saturday, a doubleheader here at home against Kirkwood Community College. Baseball will also be in action on Saturday at home, more in-conference play with them against the Fort Scott. Here's the 0-2, takes a bounce into turf, 1-2. Too far off the plate, trying to work that outside zone, but it doesn't go. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
See if Kate can get that run home.
Hot zip into the catcher's mitt. That will go as strike 3 in the end of the first inning. Cavaliers do bring across one. They jump on top to an early 1-0 lead against Iowa Western on JC Sports Live.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Move along the top of the second. Be the catcher, well, traditionally catcher. She's at first base in this game, Sydney Schneider, followed by Cameron Sterling and Jessica Messinger. It was Schneider that had the big RBI in the last game in the top of the seventh that brought the go-ahead run to score. She's always a big power bat and a threat. And a .551 batting average, 9 home runs, leads the team 39 RBIs. Nobody has more than 28. This one, drop taken again by Carter. Underhand toss to Ediger, routine for out number 1. So Izzy already playing on her toes over there at second. The third grounder, it's found her way over on the right side of the infield.
Yeah, 3 putouts already in this game.
Takes care of Schneider for the first out. Cameron Sterling, the designated player, will step in next. Nally, next pitch, just misses for ball 1. Now tip straight into the backstop, ricocheting straight up in the air off of the brick. Goes a strike nonetheless, 1-1. Ryan Pinkerton, the catcher in the backstop today for Johnson County, filling in for Hannah Archdeakins, been the catcher for 3 games in a row for the Cavaliers.
She's earned a day or a game off.
I would say so. Half check swing, goes around, does not matter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it's always a position when you're just always constantly down there. You're squat down, it can get a little rough on the knees or your back or your hips, but usually for young players, doesn't bother them as bad. Imagine, I wonder what you would feel like after 3 games of playing a catcher right now.
That'd be an intensive care.
Here's the 2-2 from McNally, off speed. Puts it out into left turn. Out there to bring it in. There's out number 2.
You talk about check swings. I'll date myself here again. Mm-hmm. Jim Rice used to play for the Red Sox. He had his forearms were massive. And he checked his swing one time and broke his bat. That's hard to do.
Does that happen to been during the Barry Bonds and the steroid era?
No, that was way before that. Jim Rice was before that.
A lot of power, no doubt. Another first pitch strike for McNally.
Yeah, she's racking them up again.
Low and off the plate, ball 1.
Four of the 6 hitters she's faced so far has had a first pitch strike. Ooh, yeah. I was going to say, I thought he was going to call that a ball.
The 1-2 for McNally. Fouled off up the first baseline. We'll keep it here in a 1-2. Another 1-2. Got her, lock in. Energy pumped up for Maggie McNally. Back-to-back scoreless. Who start this one, keeps the score. Cavaliers 1, Reivers nothing as we go to the bottom of the second.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
It's Morris, Gordill, and Pinkerton, the three up here for the Cavaliers on the bottom of the second inning.
Morris was 2 for 4 with a run scored in the last game.
Always has the big playmaking capabilities, does Eve. Got this one. That's a fair ball. Over to first, and in time, second throw, taking the first baseman over into foul territory on the other side of the line, but able to bring it in, keep the butt on the bag for out number 1. So now comes Kaya Cordill, getting her first nod here of the day. Coach Bratton Vulcan stalking with the home plate umpire, asking and thinking that should have been.
I thought it was a foul ball too. I got to be honest. Looked like her glove was on this side of the bag when she fielded it, to me.
So saying it was over the third base line.
Yeah, I'm saying it was in foul territory when she fielded it. She's not going to win that argument, but I applaud her for it.
Begrudgingly, she'll move back into the coach's box up the third base line, and she's have to live with it now. The first at-bat of the day for Kaya Cordill. The first pitch she sees from Grubbs on the left side of the plate outside for ball 1. Cordill, a .242 average, with 6 RBIs and 3 extra base hits and 2 doubles and a home run. And the way the ball has been flying the last 2 days, would not be surprised if she launches number 2 in this game.
Ball has been carrying. And there's really not all that much wind to speak of. I think it's like 10 miles an hour. Out of the west-southwest.
Compared to the winds that we had last night with the storms, this is nothing.
Oh, yeah. And the hail was in the all around this area. It was crazy.
Some parts getting quarter size, some getting baseball size.
Yeah.
It was one crazy storm. This
That's
one,
down.
that will go. Cordill with the 1-out knock, keeps things moving along.
Nice stroke right there. She just served it right back where it came from.
Yep. Make the contact, put it in play, and let the chips fall where they may. Floating it perfectly up into center field, so she'll find herself at first base. Ryan Pinkerton now step in, see what she can do to try to move her over.
She was 2 for 4 with a run scored last game as a designated player. She's behind the plate tonight in this game.
So now we're just going straight from this afternoon to tonight.
Yeah. Trying to move things along, partner.
The 1-0 from Grubbs. Swung on. This is up to middle. There's that double play ball. And couldn't bobble it. So Cordell will move up into third.
I can tell you exactly what happened there.
Yeah, tell us.
She was set up for the double play, and she took a quick peek at the runner going down the line before the ball was in her glove. So that turns out to be an E6.
Well, I can't blame her because I was thinking the same thing you've been talking about. We haven't seen a double play, It looked like that was going to be – that's the best double play ball that we've seen. I couldn't quite handle it, so.
Yeah, it was room service, as they say. Could have been an unassisted 6-3.
And Cordell back there safely at third, taking a shot in the back from the ball on the way in. You also got Pinkerton moving up to second base as well. Now both runners in scoring position for Gracie Ramsey. Puts it in play. Low bounce over to first. And
what was the call?
Runner's staying put. She's staying on first. She thought she was safe.
I thought he called her out.
And again, it's really tough to umpire in the field all the way.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
Short and third. That's really, really tough to make all the way over there. But I got to tell you, from our vantage point, and there, I think they just ruled her safe.
Okay.
Which I was getting ready to finish. From our vantage point, It definitely looked like. I'll tell you what, we've had
it all.
Yeah. And the head coach for Reivers, she was very frustrated in the first game against Northern Iowa area, and she's getting her money's worth here as well.
Yeah, she's told to stop. She's still going to give him an earful right here, I think. Going to make a change.
It does look like some kind of change is going to be put in order here. The bases are loaded for Johnson County, bottom of the second inning. And we'll go back to the top of the order with Taryn Burkhardt. And we do have a pitching change, so the day for Kaylee Grubbs is over. We'll step aside. We'll announce that pitching change. On the other side, you're watching Cavaliers softball on Johnson County Sports Live.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
It's Madison Dispensiers. Be the second time she's faced this Cavalier lineup. In the span of 2 days, got chased out of the game pretty early. I don't know if you can flip back in your scorebook when you have time and give us what her final total was.
I don't believe she got through an inning. Then I'll have to go back and look.
Yeah, I think I would have to believe you because I know the Cavaliers put up 5 in the bottom of the first.
Yep, she didn't get out of the inning.
Yeah. Which explains I'm looking at the Iowa Western softball page. I was looking for her official stats and they at least haven't put as far as her ERA and everything in, but total appearances, that's all really that last game against Johnson County yesterday. That's what it was good for. It's just a appearance. It starts behind in the count here to Taryn. 2 balls, no strikes.
Bases are juiced.
Yep. Cordell at third, Pinkerton second, Ramsey at first after beating out the infield hit. That was an initial. And by the way, when we were just talking about that play where Ramsey beat it out, played on the hop by the shortstop. Very nice.
Oh, yeah. She charged it just like she's supposed to. I mean, she did nothing wrong.
It's a bang play.
She just beat it out.
I think went in favor of
an infield hit.
Yep. Doing everything she could with it over there. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Swing and a miss from Burkhart into the catcher's mitt. Makes the count full at 3-2.
Need to get this run home.
Which one?
Well, the one at third for sure.
3-2. Swing and a miss.
Big strikeout.
Burkhart heads out to the dugout. Swing and a miss with the strikeout. Izzy Carter will now step in with 2 gone. He'll take a hit and score 1 or more runs.
She singled and scored in the first inning. Oh, she didn't score. She walked and was stranded at third.
No one outside. Ball 1 to Carter. Another one low and out of the zone. 2 straight balls for this at bat. To Carter, fell behind to Taryn Burkhart, but been able to battle back and get the swing and miss strikeout.
She was really wild in her last appearance against the Cavaliers.
This one slapped but going foul. Ricochets off the concrete top of the Johnson County dugout and goes out of play. Johnson County, you're able to sit here and find a way to not bring home any of these runs with bases loaded. You're definitely going to find this as a lost opportunity.
Yep.
No doubt, and it's a liner over there to third, played, and the throw over to first in time. So the Cavaliers with the bases loaded, leave them all stranded. The Pensier comes in, gets the strikeout and the ground out, does her job, and keeps it a 1-0 ball game as we go to the third.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes around. The Bean is proud to serve delicious, handmade pastries by Scratch KC, and they have the best breakfast, lunch, and convenient grab-and-go options in town. Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe, downtown Spring Hill.
Inning number 3 here on Johnson County Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. A 1-0 score. Cavaliers through 2 innings already straining 4 base runners. As they might be looking back, especially at the bottom of the second. A bases loaded opportunity with no outs and 1 out. And they brought the Spencer in, was able to get the strikeout Taryn Burkhart and the ground out to Izzy Carter. To hold the Cavaliers scoreless, turn them away. Inside part of the zone, that's in for a called strike from Maggie McNally, 1-1 to count. Pitch, foul tip, just getting a piece of it.
Got her set up. Let's see if she can punch her out here.
The sophomore GC4. Here's the 1-2 to 4. Outside part of the zone. Got her looking. Strike 3 called. That's back to back
Center fielder number 15, Emma Hayes.
for McNally. really settling into a groove
that looked
in
like
this
a good
one.
pitch, too.
Yeah. I think it's been one of the complaints for about all parties involved in these games is the strike zone has been a little bit out of line from time to time. Thought maybe that low outside corner, McNally wanted that strike, but it's not going to get it. The count now goes up to 2-0.
Sitting directly behind the plate, and that looked like that caught the outside corner to me. That one didn't. And they called it.
They said
okay.
Can be sporadic from time to time, but as hitters and pitchers, you got to find a way to adapt and adjust to it. And whoever does that first, more than likely, is going to come out and win the ball game. Here's a 2-1. Top of the sneakers, able to shoelaces, if you will. It'll be pretty tough to play with sneakers. Well, at turf field, you might have a better chance at it, but still, you need a little stub on the bottom of those feet. There's 3-1 to Haig, and that's slapped. Izzy Carter snags it, flexing the leather out there on the right side of the infield, and there's 2 gone.
The second baseman, number 2, Muriel Baxter.
Now back to the top with Mariah Baxter's second at bat for the second baseman. I got to tell you, for Izzy Carter, I mean, just the past about 4 or 5 games that we've done, she's been predominantly getting the starts out there at second, and we can see why. It's so defensive sound. It's starting to come through with the bat as well. It's kind of was a back and forth between her and Emma Smith. But Izzy Carter has really put a stranglehold on that starting spot. Grounder up the line to Ediger. She takes it, puts the foot right on the bag. Another 3-up, 3-down inning for Maggie McNally. It's still a 1-0 ball game. Cavaliers on top of the Reivers on JC Sports Live.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Second at bat for Jaylee Jefferson, followed by Aspen Burkhardt and Kate Ediger. So we're already moving along to the bottom of the 3rd inning here on JC Sports Live. It's now the 6th game that we have broadcasted here just this week alone. We think it's been a long week for us. Imagine what it's been like for these ladies out here.
They're going to play 8 this week.
8, yes. You and I will be traveling out of town on Saturday, but we'll have
on business.
We'll have our crew, on business. Our crew of Reed McAvoy, Dylan Vanderveen always do a good job over with the baseball. We'll see, one of them will still remain over there, and the other will come over here and call some exciting Lady Cavalier softball. I told them both that they'll still be, whoever does it, whichever one of them it'll be their first softball game they've done. I told them, I said, like, you think the boys baseball team, they're just as good too, but I tell you, this Lady Cavalier softball team, they will make you fans quick, fast, and in a hurry. They are electric.
These girls have stolen
awesome.
My heart, I'll tell you that.
No doubt about it. Great on defense and timely hitting, clutch hitting. It's got all the makings of a championship caliber team. 2-1 pitch to Jefferson, goes opposite way, but foul. Move to 2-2. You and I this week will be in Wichita for
wrestling.
The high school wrestling all-star event. Part of the folks might have heard of the Kansas Shrine Bulls athletic East versus West all-star type event of high school football. This is the Shrine Duels.
And this is also for the ladies as well. We'll be calling both of those.
Yep, it's a boys and girls all-star wrestling event, the best in the East versus the best in the West in each weight class. It is The first of its kind event here in Kansas high school athletics, and it'll all be taking place at Newman University in Wichita, Kansas. We're very excited to be on the call for that one, a part of the rest of our crew with Varsity Sports Live. Here's 2-2 to Jefferson, foul tip, pops out of the catcher's mitt, so we'll keep it here as she keeps us at bat alive.
Ladies wrestling is one of the fastest growing sports in the entire country.
This really is. This is something, you go back, I'd say even 5 years ago.
Yeah, you just didn't see it. You saw some girls competing with the guys, but they didn't have their own.
Maybe in the area you might see a team or two here or there, but for the rapid growth and popularity, it's gained a lot.
Yeah, it's just exploded. It really kind of started up in Iowa and Michigan, and it's just really grown.
It's growing here in the Midwest and in Kansas. Here's a 3-2 to Jefferson. Bounces in the turf. Depensier slaps on the knee. Frustrated, she let her loose. That's a leadoff walk.
The third baseman, number 26, Aspen Burghardt.
Aspen struck out swinging her last time up. You don't say that out very often.
Be looking to avenge herself here.
Mm-hmm.
It's only the 10th time that she has struck out this season.
That's pretty amazing.
She came in, this is her second at-bat here. She had probably about did she have 4 or 5 at-bats in the first game? So she's coming up on 60, 60 at-bats.
And she just gapped it right there.
That will go all the way to the wall. Let's see if a wave around.
Oh,
Jefferson will come. Throw is not going to be in time. Cut off by the
RBI
second baseman.
double.
That will do.
The first baseman, number 15, Kate Ediger.
You know, she probably went back to the dugout, that strikeout lighting a fire in her stomach. She's coming back up and says, I got to redeem myself here. Runner at first, no problem. I'll bring him home. Shot out to the right center field gap. 1 out. RBI double.
She's so much fun to watch.
She really is. Very, very entertaining. Double digit.
Yeah, she's doubles. A freshman.
Yes. Got a good core coming back next season. That's going to be headlined by Burghardt and Jaylee Jefferson. This one by Ediger over on the right side of the field. Second baseman picking it up and over to first in time. That does it.
She did her job, though.
Yep, fans Burghardt on over to third with only 1 out.
Force grounded out to third the last time up. She's going to try and get this run home from third with less than 2 out.
Showed the power earlier with a home run.
Yeah.
Watch the first pitch strike in there from Depensier. With all the hits that the Cavaliers have piled up here in this game in the bottom of the third, and only 2 runs right now. Feels like this is almost like a 5-0 ball game right now.
Well, let's not forget they've already stranded 4. They stranded 3 in that last inning.
That's the point. Want to give some McNally a chance. It's been a while since she's had a multi-run lead to work with. 10 innings to be exact, if not more. Just considering her last 2 starts against Indian Hills and the one today.
Fortunately, she hasn't needed much help, but
yeah. Oh, 2. Gonna have to protect here. Here's the next pitch. Breaking pitch. Does not drop in the zone.
I think Depensier wanted that call.
Kaya Cordill, man, on deck for Johnson County. Here's 1-2. I think she might have wanted that one too, just nodding the head and saying, okay.
Yeah. I think she feels like she's being squeezed a little bit right here.
Moore's calling for time and has granted it. It's not too often you see a batter wanting to call for a time. The umpire does not grant it unless it just gets the pitcher into their windup. But even sometimes you'll still see it.
Right on that pitch.
Right back up the middle, getting a mitt on it. Spencer trying to throw a home, but in plenty of time and safe. Getting the ball on home plate is Burkhart.
Nice slide by
Morris
Burkhart
will be
there.
safe at first, yes.
Got to be careful doing that head first stuff, though.
Player number 25, Kaya Cordell.
At first. Now we got
another pitcher.
Do have another pitcher, so already the third pitcher used in 2 1/3 innings here so far for the Reivers. We'll announce it after this quick break here on Johnson County Sports Live.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of...
Kaya Cordell is the batter in next for Johnson County. Takes a first pitch strike. It's Kendra Mitchell that is in now for Iowa Western. And we were talking earlier today about how thin the Cavalier pitching staff is. The Reivers just a San Cordell. And bit of an excuse me swing there, but Morris will go ahead and speed her way on up to second base off the pass ball.
Morris grounded up to third last time up.
Mitchell, a 4.06 ERA on 10 1/3 innings pitch coming into today's action. Five walks, 6 strikeouts. 1-2 to Cordell. It's under it. First baseman able to bring it in easily. Morris will have to stay put there at second. There's 2 gone. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, line keeps moving along for the Cavaliers. Those 2, Ryan Pinkerton will now step up in a big 2-out spot. The sweet tunes of Alan Jackson steps into the right-handed batter's box. That one, will it go? It's extending, but can't bring it in as the shortstop. It gets out into left. It will go as an RBI for Ryan Pinkerton. She'll scurry her way on up into second base on the throw to home.
The right fielder, number 6, Gracie Ramsey.
Well, Pinkerton just trading places with her at the second base. Gracie Ramsey in the 9th spot will now step in her second at bat.
It's the old mantra of the 15 and 16 Royals. Get them on, move them over, get them home. Ramsey singled and was left on base in the last inning. Single could get an RBI.
Ramsey trying to use the speed is called out that time, beaten by a step over there at first. Cavaliers pile on 3 more in the bottom of the 3rd, extend their lead to Cavaliers 4, Reivers nothing. We go to the top of the 4th on Johnson County Sports Live.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Start the fourth inning in a 4-0 ball game. Cavaliers on top of Iowa Western. First pitch from McNally, just off the plate for ball one. This is Fitzpatrick, followed by Martin and Cromer. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Reivers.
McNally out for her fourth inning of work, and she's been very efficient. That was just her 30th pitch by my account.
Breaking pitch, late movement, drops it in the zone for strike one. McNally started this game right where she left off. 3 straight scoreless innings. So far looking to make it 4 in a row here. Here's the 2-1. Trying to get her to chase it but couldn't do it. It's now 3-1.
Got that 4-run lead. You got to come right at them here.
The second time that you and I have seen where thought that it was going to be a ball called. Batter already making their way up the first base line. It was a called strike.
Maggie can go back and get her here.
Here's the 3-2. Right back at her up the middle. That will go as a base hit.
There's the first hit given up by McNally in 10 innings.
Yep.
The right fielder, number 5.
From that no-hitter that she had, they coming in today had 3 straight. It was bound to happen sometime.
Take your hat off to McNally. You know, that's a standing O right there. Now maybe we can get that double. Hard to double up those left-handers though. Martin's pretty quick.
That was a bunt. We'll go to throw back to first, but she's back in plenty of time. Taya Martin, 429 average, gets on base at even 500. Behind the count, 0-1. Next pitch she sees, high and outside from McNally, 1-1 count. This one slapped out to left field. Burkhardt doesn't play it. It goes all the way to the wall, and the Reivers will get 1 run off of it on a RBI double from Taya Martin.
Ball was well struck.
The third baseman, number 7, Allie Cromer.
And there's the first run that McNally has allowed in the last 10 innings.
Cromer flied out to right her last time up. Another first pitch strike.
Speeding her up inside part of the zone. reaching for it. Slow roller to second. Carter, another put out.
She's been busy over there today.
Has been. Does move that runner up to third, and Martin, so Speed is over there at third base. That's for the first out.
This is his 5th put out on the day so far.
Is that her 5th?
5th.
She's got 5 of the 10 so far.
Yep. Another first pitch strike.
Sydney Schneider back in.
Schneider grounded out to Izzy her last time up.
Trying to cut the lead in half is Schneider, trying to bring that runner home from third, but she's behind in the count 0-2 to McNally.
See if McNally can punch her out here. That'd be a big strikeout.
Gonna get that signature fist bump, but she's able to get the strikeout here. 0-2 count. Trying to put her away. Here it is. Wind and deliver off the plate.
Oh, whew, man, they almost got her.
Just a quick arm from Ryan Pingerton saying, I got my eye on you down there at third, Martin.
Oh.
Off the low for the low and outside. Ball 2.
Yep. I don't know how Schneider laid off that pitch.
Yeah, that's a good take. And a 1-2 count is a really good take. Here's a 2-2. Takes again and gets the call again. It's now 3-2. She's battling back. Ooh, that hurt. Right off her ankle, her foot. That's not pleasant.
The only time that's worse is on a really cold day. That's what they call a Hurts donut. Hurts donut.
It does. You see a lot now at the foot and shin protectors and wrist guard protectors, elbow protectors. But Schneider electing out of any of those. She takes a walk. Able to battle back on McNally. Puts runners at the corners now.
Designated player number 25, Cameron Sterling.
Still only 1 out, so finally a bit of momentum brewing here for the Reivers. In case if you missed our brief history lesson that we had the other day in the first matchup, the Cavaliers won 16-13. If you're hearing the name Reaver and thinking that's an interesting name for a mascot, it's a moniker for a river pirate.
Primarily on the Mississippi, wasn't it?
Missouri River.
Oh, Missouri River.
Back in the 19th century, where they'd be moving a bunch of different goods and valuables onto the Missouri River. They'd be pillaged by a bunch of river pirates. And eventually donned the moniker the Reivers. And that's what Iowa Central, when they were established in the, probably that page pulled up anymore, but whenever they were officially established, they were looking for a mascot, and had one of their students come out to them and suggested the moniker the Reivers. And they've been stuck with it ever since.
Yeah, all of a sudden you got McNally struggling with her control.
Danger of potentially walking the bases loaded here. 3 straight balls in this at bat.
Only 1 out. Good time for a double play.
Cameron Sterling, imagine she'll be taken here. McNally trying to get back in the zone, and she does. There's strike 1. The 3-1. Oh, and again, laying the bat down and everything, as nobody can seem to really agree on a strike zone. Which, that's I'm not saying that was or wasn't. It just seems to be going both ways. We've seen it.
Yeah, it's hard for us to tell on that inside corner the way they're set up.
Here's the 3-2. Puts a play on it. Ediger steps on first.
Good job.
Takes care of the out there. Schneider will go ahead and move on up to second. And a good play by Kate Ediger. Runners now at second and third. And Alex Bailey will come in and be the pinch hitter. So it looks like Jessica Messinger, the shortstop, will not be trotting back out. Will be the first time we've seen Alex Bailey, as she originally was the starter in the first game that the Reivers and the Cavaliers played yesterday, and then got pulled out. It was Messinger that came into her place. So a little bit of mixed deja vu there. And it also looks like we had a courtesy runner come in for Schneider as well, the catcher. She can come in and start getting her stuff on. That's Shea Wellich, the 5'5" freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska, and Gretna High School. Number 10. And the first pitch in here to Bailey is in for a called strike one.
That was McNally's 50th pitch. Still pretty efficient.
One ball, one strike to count now. She's able to settle in and get the out here, leave those both runners stranded in scoring position. She's going to be feeling really good. Good job, Pinkerton, keeping that one in front of her. Runner staying put. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Like you had mentioned earlier, partner control is starting to become a little bit of a problem here for McNally, trying to hone in. Out tip, straight back into the net. Another full count at 3-2. Smooth sailing from McNally in the first 3 innings. Now the top of the 4th, dragging along a little bit, including her first earned run.
Runners will be off on this pitch.
She gets away and on with walk.
The catcher, number 23, Jason Fuller.
So it'll be 4. Will be the next batter up. It looks like the Reivers are going to be making another change.
Just a re-entry, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
McNally was able to strike 4 out looking last time up. Let's see if she can get her again.
Puts a drive into it, and that's over the head of Morris. It bounces right off the wall. 2-run score for the Reivers. 4 trying to stretch it to second. They call her.
Keep it safe. He called her safe.
2 out, 2-run double for the catcher. 4. A big one for her. Now makes it a 4-3 ball game. All 3 here. And now this one puts a charge into it. That's over the wall in left field. And on back-to-back swings, the Reivers have brought all 5 of their runs across, and they will take the lead. She puts the foot on home plate right there. And with 2 gone in the inning, just like the Reivers were doing yesterday. McNally just couldn't quite close the door. A 6 spot. Well,
3 of those runs that scored were on walks. 6.
Not 56. That would be absurd. Here we go.
Back to the top of the order. Batting around here.
All right, Carter can't bring that one in. Our liner right at her, and the inning will continue with the 2-out knock.
Yeah, that's an E4.
Left fielder number 6, Ella Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick singled and scored earlier in this inning.
Their first butt back in safe.
Alec was cruising along and then gives up a 6 spot.
It's going to have to be another come from behind win for the Cavaliers. They're able to come behind and do it, which they're not. Nothing new for them. They've done it for 3 straight games in a row now. One high and out of the zone, 2-1 count. Runner back safe at first. Control really starting to get away from McNally here in this top of the 4th. She's hit a wall.
Yeah, she threw 30 pitches through the first 3 innings, and she's thrown 30 pitches in this inning.
The 3-1. That's ball 4.
Right fielder number 5, Anthony Maggie.
Runners up to first and second for Iowa. Western McNally just trying to buckle in, looking for that elusive 3rd out. She has been chasing.
RBI double her last at bat in this inning. Did Fitzpatrick. I'm sorry, did Martin.
I just barely got a piece of that, but into the catcher's mitt. That's strike 2 and an 0-2 count. Trying to put Martin away and stop the bleeding. 6-run top of the 4th inning. Got her. A swing and miss through it, so that will wrap it up for McNally. Gets the 3rd and final out. Cavaliers now behind. All 6 runs for the Reivers coming across in the top of the 4th. It's a 6-4 ball game on Johnson County Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
Karen Burkhardt, another leadoff opportunity. She slaps this one at the first base line. That's a fair ball. She's going to get waved around. She's going to make her way to second. A good throw, and she is out.
Yeah, by a mile.
Again, out there in right field, getting it in for the Reivers. That's Martin. Just able to get it in there for Burkhardt. Got not slow speed by any means, but that was pretty risky trying to stretch that out into a double, and she gets tagged out and pays for it. So one gone already here at Cavaliers for trying to claw back this 2-run deficit that they're in now and try to get one of those runs in scoring position a little too early. Izzy Carter now has this one popped up, shallow left, all for it and brings it in. I've been scarred on those kind of plays now where it's been a little bit helter-skelter. You don't know if the center fielder's going to charge in to get it or if it's going to drop between 2 or 3 different defenders, but left fielder, good job calling everybody off and bringing it in for out number 2.
Yeah. It's one of those deals where I got it. Nope, you take it. Quickly 2 outs here for the Reivers.
It's exactly what you wanted to see from Mitchell if you're an Iowa Western fan, is to come out after you're seeing your offense put up 6 runs in the top of the 4th. You can put together a quick 1-2-3 inning and get your team back up in the batter's box. 0-1 ahead in the count to Jefferson. That pitch in the zone as well for strike 2.
Jefferson walked and scored her last time up.
And the 0-2. Low one outside off the right side of the plate. That's ball 1. Talk so much about the glove and the defense of Jefferson, but also has the capabilities at the plate to really be a playmaker when she wants to. She grounds this over to second, trying to beat it out, but is not going to. And a 3-up, 3-down inning. Cavaliers are put away in order in the bottom of the 4th. After 40 innings of work, Iowa Western 6, Johnson County 4. So we go to the 5th on JC Sports Live.
Number 1, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Dad, you need to go. Really? It's important. I feel fine. Look, you cannot mess around with this kind of stuff. Some cancers, man, we just don't want to lose you from something we could have caught. What I need to do? You just give your doctor a call. They'll tell you what screening test you need. Fine. Can I have my pie now? Oh, man.
Cromer will lead it off. First pitch swinging here in the top of the 5th. That's going out to the gap, and that's over the wall. It is gone. First pitch swinging, and the hot bats continue for Iowa Western. Second long ball of the game. And the unique home run celebration, springboard action. It's now 7-4 Reivers. You're telling me back in your day they didn't have home run celebrations like that where you jumped in?
No.
Bounced you back in the air? No. And that will be the end of the day for. So we'll have a new pitcher in here for Johnson County. So we'll step aside here for a moment. Schneider will be the next hitter.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
So McNally, only 4 innings of work. And she's started off 3 straight scoreless and has given up 6 in the 4th, and that 1 home run there here at the top of the 5th. That brings it into their day. Jalen Reivers will now step in and finish it out for Johnson County. Try to keep the gap here. Currently at a 3-run deficit. Sydney Schneider is in the bat for Iowa Western. Reivers comes in a 3-1 record into today, 5 appearances. This is her first appearance on in relief for Johnson County. A 5.36 ERA with 16 strikeouts, 14 walks, and has given up 12 earned runs. Schneider looking for something that she can handle. Here's the 2-1. It's laid off low and outside for ball 3. So in a game that early felt like all the momentum on the side of Johnson County, it's just been flipped on its head right now. The Reivers have really starting to pull away with 7 unanswered runs and a walk there. Schneider will move on up to first base.
The designated player is 25, Jeremy Sterling.
Had like a Congo line of walk chants in the Iowa Western dugout. I know they're the opposition, but I got to credit creativity wherever I see it. First pitch this at bat from Reivers has popped up, charging in, and bringing it in is Ramsey in right field for their out number 1. Again, I say slightly holding my breath. I was in the air and coming back down to earth, but Ramsey able to bring it in and squeeze it into the mitt. That's out number 1. This is still Jessica Messinger.
Yeah, she ran her after Bailey took over 4 in the 4th.
Unique thing, I didn't know that you could pinch hit, and then if that runner gets on, you can just put him back in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole rule of thumb. If you're not learning something new every day, then
that's right.
Do one on the way from Reivers, showing bunt, but it's high as she pulls away for ball 3. And so now we're seeing Johnson County collectively as a group now struggling, trying to find the zone. Here's 3-1. Got her to swing through it. That feels to count at 3-2 as she shakes her head. She knew right as she swung at it. I probably should have laid off.
Mm-hmm.
Once they say acceptance, that's always the first step.
That's what they say.
Here's a 3-2.
Did she?
She did not.
Yeah.
Frustrations just start to mount up, piece by piece all around. Spectators starting to grow a little bit frustrated. We'll just put it that way. Still only 1 gone. Runners at first and second. Shows Blunt, puts it down. Burghardt charging in. She can't get it. Goes past the glove of Reivers as well. Forces Carter to fill in. J.C. Jefferson going from short to third. And now the bases are loaded. And my scorekeeper, what are you scoring? What are you putting in the book for that?
Nobody touched it. That play should have been made, but it wasn't.
So a mental error, but not a
Yep.
Not an error in the scorebook, at least.
Especially when you're charging. You know the bunt's coming.
This is Emma Haig, the batter for Iowa Western, and then timeout. Coach Bratton Volkins coming out, talking in the circle.
You got to put this fire out if you want to come back in this thing. You don't want to give up any more runs.
You know, Cavaliers, they've been a team that they can stare down the barrel of a 2, 3, 4 run deficit and not really blink, but eventually if you keep putting yourselves in that position, and the mountain's going to be too high to climb, and you end up suffering a loss because of it. This is no slouch in a team of these Iowa Western Reivers are coming into this triangular, getting their swagger back with the bounce back win against the Spartans just the game before this one, and fallen behind 4 straight unanswered. They've answered with 7 unanswered of their own.
Yeah.
And looking to add on here, bases loaded, 1 gone. And Dot Schneider was going to make her way down the third base line. Pinkerton throws over to third just to make sure she holds up there. Everybody's back safely.
This would be a good time for a double play.
He got a home run in yesterday's action. Here's the 1-1 to her, off speed, and it breaks in there for strike 2. This would be huge to get this second out at the plate without the ball being put in play. Here's the 1-2. Here, Tim again, great job keeping that one in front of her, not letting it get away and letting Schneider come down from third to score. Another 2-2.
Well, where was that pitch?
Strike 3 in there for ball 3.
Wow. I think it was so good it fooled the umpire.
Count is now full 3-2. Reivers trying to settle in. There it is. Inside, there's ball 4. And it costly what looked like was strike 3. It would have been a big out number 2 instead. The next pitch is ball 4, so she gets on to first. Schneider comes home to score from third. It is an 8-4 ball game.
Back to the top of the order.
Now this one gets out of the glove of Pinkerton, and still nobody coming down home. Another brief stoppage. It looks like we got another pinch runner coming in here. That's
number 8.
Number 8. It's Kendall Woods, number 8. No count. This one in play. Burkhardt snatching it with the glove over to second for 1, and the first not going to be in time. She's in there safely, and another run is scored for Iowa Western. They still have 1 more in scoring position over at third base in a 9-4 ball game. And Baxter doing the job, putting it in play. So now it's a strike.
Same pitch.
And an 0-2 count. Next one. One low. Pinkerton again keeps it in front. 1-2 count. 6 in the fourth and 3 so far in the fifth for Iowa Western. Starting to pull away from the Cavaliers. 9 unanswered runs. This one is popped up. Burgart calling for it and brings it in right in front of the batting circle in front of the Johnson County dugout, and that will do it. As 2 are stranded at the corners for the Reivers, still bringing home 3 of them. They extend their lead to 5 over the Cavaliers.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Burkhardt looking to jumpstart the Cavaliers here in the bottom of the fifth inning. They've seen 9 runs scored unanswered by Iowa Western. They'll be looking to just to start to crawl their way back into this one somehow. Trying to check the swing, goes down to the first base umpire and says that she went around on it. And man, oh man. So it was the catcher that
the catcher asked for
went back and asked for him to check down the first base line, and he obliged. Late movement, Burker under it and pops it up and out of play.
Burkhardt singled her last time up, but was out trying to stretch it into a double. And that little blooper behind first.
Okay. He's got me a little gunshot now. I'm not going to lie. The 2-2 count. Next pitch from Mitchell to Burkhardt is swung on and put out into right field. And taken in out there by Martin for out number 1. This momentum for the Cavaliers definitely has just fizzled out. Trying to build up just something right now. And for Mitchell, tight roping through the heart of this order for Johnson County. Now we'll face Kate Ediger. Sliding grab, it cannot bring it in. That's a foul ball. Jefferson, Edgar, same braid, blonde ponytail, use similar bats.
Yeah.
Happens. Starting to catch along with the walk-up music to associate with our buddy. Puts him in play, and that will fall. That will go as a single for Edgar. At this point, your Johnson County will take anything that you can get that will land in fair territory.
Bring up more. She reached on a fielder's choice and ended up scoring in the bottom of the third.
Morris ahead, 1-0. Next pitch from Mitchell. She swings at it, fouls tip. That's for strike one. We're still down to the last 8 outs. And down by 5 runs right now in this ball game.
Start chipping away.
You don't need all 5 runs here in the bottom of the 5th, but if you can plate 2 across, and all of a sudden you're looking up, it's 9-6. You're right back into this game. This one out to right, drifting back for it, right in front of the warning track, and brings it in. And she will tag up and into second safely, keeping both hands on the bag. So at least it's a productive out for Morse as she's able to help advance the runner up to second base. Now Kai Cordell will come in, a chance. The runner in scoring position, 2 gone.
Singled in the bottom of the second, popped out to the first baseman last time up.
Breaking pitch.
Good pitch. Had her fooled.
Mitchell's pretty crafty with that one. She was able to pull it out. The 1-1. O'Neill spared by the second baseman. Nice play. Flash of the leather. Throw over to first in time. And another runner stranded for the Cavaliers. That's Edgar at second base on the ground out from Kaya Cordell, as it's back-to-back scoreless for Mitchell, the third pitcher used for the Reivers, and a game that they lead 9-4 going to the 6th.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
After not scoring runs in the first 3 innings, Reivers have put up 9 in the last 2 as we go to the top of the 6th in a 9-4 ball game. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. I want to thank everybody that's been joining us all day in our coverage yesterday and today. We still got 2 more on tap here on GC Sports Live coming up this Saturday. But GC Sports Live doubleheader, double action, if you will, of doubleheader softball against Kirkwood and a baseball doubleheader against Fort Scott. 2-0 with the count. Next one, outside and low. 3 straight balls to start this at-bat for Reivers. Pitch walk.
The third baseman, number 7, Ali Cromer.
Now back in, Ali Cromer. They're already at first with the 4-pitch walk. Pulls it, but foul. Got some good distance on it. Just going to keep it fair. Our base coach shouting out the signals. See if the Reivers want to put something on here. No 1 count, nobody gone. Reivers next pitch outside. Pinkerton able to snag it, keep it from going to the backstop 2-0.
With a 5-run lead, I doubt it. But you never know.
That one, it was in the glove. Squirts out last second. Pinkerton still with the throw to second, but she's in there safely. That was Martin now in scoring position at second. Do one, fly ball out to left, settling under it is Burkhardt, able to bring it in. There's out number one. Umpire making his walk back into the box. Schneider will step back in. Sydney Schneider, the first baseman.
Walked and scored her last 2 times up.
One to the swing, holds off last second, and falls out of the zone. That's ball one. I've already talked enough today about the amount of walks that come around to score on average in a ball game. As the ball strike ratio for Johnson County, ever since really after the third inning, so from the fourth inning on, it has been a little bit shaky. 2-0, now it goes to 3-0. Had a 4-pitch walk. That's how Martin was able to get on base. She's now over at second. Schneider head 3-0. See if she takes here. Here it comes. And it's in the zone for strike one.
I give up.
I do too. I was calling it as a walk. Schneider making her way up to first. She's probably just as surprised as the rest of us. She's still battling a 3-2. Here it comes from Reivers. Lays off. Now she'll move up to first. The way things have been going in this game, that side could be many of things.
Yeah. Too many walks.
That total number you can give us?
Working on it.
So Schneider get on with the walk. Cameron
7.
Sterling.
Cavalier pitchers have given up 7 walks. And 5 1/3. And 1 hit by pitch.
Check swing, gets enough, falls out off the net.
So 8 free passes. Now, let's see here. 1, 2, 3.
One ball, one strike. Next pitch. And tight, out of the zone. Ball 2.
5 of those walks have come around to score, which is the difference in the ball game.
It's also important to remember the amount of runners left on for the Cavaliers in this game as well.
6 through 5.
And the big one was that bases loaded opportunity where they got nobody to come around to score.
Yeah, that was in the second inning. They stranded 3.
This one Taken by Jefferson, takes the play at third, over to second, but slides in safely, so they'll at least collect the out at third. Wise head-up play for Jaylee Jefferson.
Stop number 9, Jessica Meisinger.
Meisinger will now come back in. 2 gone, runners still at first and second. The catcher, JC4, is on deck. First pitch ball, gets ahead in the count. Swings that in. This one coming up the middle. Jefferson takes it, steps on the bag herself, unassisted put out.
Nicely done.
Base. And the Cavs finally hold the Reivers scoreless in an inning. They still find themselves down. Need to start working away at this deficit. 9-4 to the bottom of the 6th. Cavs bats up next on JC Sports Live.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Back here on GC Sports Live, Cavaliers 6 outs left to work with and need 5 runs at least come across in that span to keep this game moving along. That one out of there, that's ball 1 and a 1-1 count.
Pinkerton 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI singler last time up.
Next one off the plate on the right side is ball 2. But upstairs, ball in the shoulder bag, walking out of the box is Pinkerton, and ahead in a 3-1 count. That one slap, but foul. Rolling all the way into the left field corner. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. I think they go a long way at Pinkerton, able to find a way to get on base here. And if Ramsey can do the same, if we're going back to the top of the order, have at least a pair of runners on the base pass, you got nobody gone, and maybe the momentum can start brewing. It's an ideal situation for Johnson County. Still at work here is Pinkerton, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Got to get them runners on base.
Yeah. Batter out in front on the swing, makes contact, and back-to-back foul at the third base line. And Mitchell has come in for Iowa Western, has been exceptional in her work so far. Has kept the damage to a very minimum right now.
Well, there's the start.
Right fielder number 6, Gracie Ramsey.
And that's going to be really important if Ramsey, she can get a hit to get on here. Because we've seen the Cavaliers, if they've had a base runner on, And they've been stranding them on average of what, about a runner stranded an inning so far? Is that correct?
Well, the only inning they didn't strand a runner was in the 4th. That's trouble. Nope.
Trouble into the mid. Ramsey trying to go opposite way, but flies out to left field. Taryn Burkhart will now step in.
Singular last time up, but was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double.
And we'll take that again without the thrown out at second. One up, pop foul, and out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Joe's bunt puts it down, but it hit the bat against that. It'd be a foul ball. Well, looks like I think they had something on there too. And that was Pinkerton made her way up.
No, you just got to play station to station here.
That one misses his own high upside for ball 1. One, two, again, just off the plate, laying off of it. Here's Burkhart keeping that bat, this battle alive. Two balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch from Mitchell, swung on, and that one fouled off to the left of the net. Someone, Stanley or Waterball, takes a tumble into the stands here. We'll change out balls here. That one a little bit too scuffed up, not to the liking of Mitchell. She gets a fresh one. Take a moment for firing in the 2-2 pitch to Taryn Burkhart. Trying to go outside. That one goes in between the legs of the catcher, and easily moving on up to second is Pinkerton. That pass ball rolled back to the backstop. Takes the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cavaliers have a runner in scoring position. Next pitch, and swinging at it is Burkhart. Slow roller to second. Going to be a close play, and she's not going to get it out of her glove in time. It'll be runners at the corners for the Cavaliers with 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. And now, is this the moment that Johnson County has been waiting for to try to get that pendulum starting to swing back to their side?
Let's hope so. Got 2 base runners on.
It looks like that's going to be the end of the day for Mitchell. So
number 3 is coming in.
So the 4th pitcher of the day for Iowa Western will make her way in. Aaron Kirkland, the right-handed pitcher out of Tisdale, Saskatchewan, Canada.
That's 2 pitchers out of Canada for Iowa.
It is. This Spence here out of Chatham, Ontario. And Kirkland from Tisdale, Saskatchewan. Always been, as we get more and more into the JUCO scene, how broad these recruiting nets tend to go for some of these local schools, and they can bring kids in from, seen them from the Netherlands, we've seen them from Canada, obviously, and other parts of Europe, we've seen Tokyo, we've seen Brazil. She gets her final warm-up pitches in here before we keep moving along. So set the scene. Runners at first and third for Johnson County with only 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Cavaliers scored the first 4 runs in this game, held a 4-0 lead, just to see the Reivers put up 6 in the 4th and 3 in the 5th, 9 unanswered runs. So now Johnson County down by 5. And they're starting to get late into this ball game, and this has kind of been the moniker of this team as they get late into these games, and it's been timely hitting, and they have They've been like the comeback kids. They've had 3 straight wins where they've had to come back when they've been down by at least 2 or more runs. Down 5 right now. It's still a little bit of a taller task, but they have the capability to do it. It's Izzy Carter that will step in. And the first pitch she sees from Kirkland, going outside for a ball, moving on up to second and gets the steal. Cavaliers continuing to be aggressive out on the base paths. Runners at second and third now for Izzy Carter, taking a first pitch ball. Next one she sees, she swings at it, tries to take it up the third base line, but it goes into foul territory.
Need to find a hole here. Plate some runs.
Kirkland 40 total innings pitched, a 5.95 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, and 51 strikeouts. Traditionally a starter, but coming in relief. It's her 13th appearance here in the 2024 season. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Izzy Carter. And if you're Iowa Western, you do not want to start helping the Cavaliers with walks and losing control of your control. Here's a 3-1. Holds off outside of the zone. That's strike 2. All pitches in that territory. You got to wait about an extra half second to see what the call will be. Count is now worked full for Izzy Carter. Runner still at first, still at second and third. And the 3-2 on the way. Swung at it right side of the field. Will take the out at first, coming home, and then safely throw to third. She's there safely as well. As that's Pinkerton comes in to score. Burkhardt still over there at third. She's the only one on the base paths for Johnson County. So there are now 2 gone. Off the plate, it's ball 1. It always feels like it's the bottom of the 6th innings where we like to see a long ball from this Johnson County team. It'd be huge here.
Every little bit of help.
Definitely cut the deficit in half. Jaylee Jefferson did have a 3-run shot in the first game. Got one in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Want a chance here, Jefferson, to try to get on and let Aspen Burkhardt get in and get an at bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, definitely like to get Aspen to the plate with some runners on base.
1-2. Swung on and missed, and that is the end of the 6th inning. Cavaliers do bring 1 across. Burkhardt stranded. There's 1 runner at third base. It's a 9-5 contest. Reivers on top of the Cavaliers. 7th and final inning coming up next on JC Sports Live.
8.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
First pitch swinging. This one's popped up, and we'll get out of play right here in the stands. And look at there, a little brief souvenir for the fan in attendance before it goes right back into the dugout. It's supposed to be one of the unique things when you come to these games. You're supposed to be able to keep those. I know in football they're definitely more stingy about that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Come on. Had her fooled on that one. 0-2.
Big time.
For the catcher in the 8th spot, followed by Haig and Baxter. 3 due up here in the top of the 7th. And a good start. Reivers is able to get the pitch strikeout. And big out number 1 in the top of the 7th inning. Here's her sole job right now is to keep this a 4-run contest right now, 9-5. What a way to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
You understood that reference, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Haig hit a 3-run homer in the 4th inning. Batting in a 9-hole.
Now 2 games in a row that she's launched one over the fence against the Cavaliers. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, hesitated, into the zone anyways. That's strike 2.
Pulled on that off-speed delivery there.
Reivers has been on that so far here. Here's a 1-2, and
got her.
Drop third strike. It's going to be a big throw from Pinkerton to Edinger, and it's...
I think it hit the runner.
I believe so. It was going to be...
Yeah, hit her on the arm.
Yeah, it was going to be really, really close. She is in there safely. That moves the line back to the top with Mariah Baxter. Well, one of your final chances to double play ball. Maybe this is the time for it. Well,
nope, that one's going to go yard ski.
It will. And the Reivers off that 2-run shot to dead center. Mariah Baxter will now extend her lead back up. It'll be 11-5.
Cavaliers are going to have their work cut out for them in the bottom of the 7th. Don't count them out, though.
Do not count them out. And most importantly, partner, I don't think you're ever going to get your double play ball today. If you're going to get it, it's going to go against Johnson County, unfortunately. So,
hey, we're going to come back and tie it up and get extra innings. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You never say never. Now back down by 6. Largest lead of the game right now for Iowa Western. Only the 2nd home run of the season coming into today from Mariah Baxter. Reaches for it, fouls it up, opposite way. Our 2-strike count for Reivers, 1 gone. Her next pitch, grounded near the middle. Jefferson diving for it, cannot bring it in. It goes out into center for a 1-out knock. The bats just continuing to stay hot for Iowa Western. They just have Ever since the fourth inning, I flipped the switch. I've been roaring on offense. Pillaging, if you will.
RBI double. Cromer in the fourth. Reached on a walk and was out on a fielder's choice our last time up.
Taking a first pitch strike, awaiting the next one. Here it comes, swings at it, takes it out into left field. That's one gone. Is over the wall as well.
Another 2-run homer.
The second 2-run home run in the top of the 7th for Iowa Western, as they are really about to put this one to bed as they make the task grow larger and larger for Johnson County in hopes of a comeback in the bottom of the 7th inning. Base is clear again. It is now 13-5.
Attention, please, now pitching for the Cavaliers, number 4.
And another pitcher will come in. Deja Gardenhire's second game in a row today. She has been brought on in relief. First game for Kaylin Conrad. This time he's in for Jalen Roberts. We'll step aside here for a moment. You're watching Cavaliers softball on Johnson County Sports Live.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Third baseman, number 7, Colin Cooley.
Here's that bat for Cromer. First time she's going up to face Deja Gardenhire. Takes a first pitch strike. Next one from Deja. This one fouled off, so quickly ahead in the count 0-2. She's looking to come in. Just stop the bleeding right now. And down 8 runs are the Cavaliers. And the tall task will go to the bottom of the 7th inning. They'll be looking in hopes of making a comeback. 1 of 4 days so far, making 1 of 5 on the ground out too short. Good job by Ediger, making sure the foot comes right back down on the bag.
First baseman, number 14, Sydney Schneider.
So now moves to Schneider. First pitch swinging. That one over to second and on to first in time. Back-to-back ground outs to short and second to wrap it up for Gardenhire. She comes in, gets the final 2 outs. Big rally brewing for the Cavaliers in the bottom of the 7th. Coming up next on JC Sports Live.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Back here, actually continuing to roll along down to the bottom of the 7th inning here on GC Sports Live. Cavaliers leading it off Aspen Burghardt. A big spot for her. She'll be looking to come in and try to keep the momentum rolling along for Johnson County.
Oh, got her swinging.
Second swinging strikeout for Burkhardt in this game.
First baseman number 15, Kate Ediger.
Now moves along. One gone here. And another swing and a miss. Really moving the stuff right now is Kirkland. Taking strikeout number 52. The swing and miss from Burkhardt. Now gets Ediger to pop this one out into left field. So they under it. Quickly 2 gone. As the Reivers are closing in on splitting these past 2 games with Johnson County. This was an all-time series between these two that they hadn't played before this triangular since 2019. And they had played 6 games, and they were split at 3-3. And the Cavaliers took that advantage in the 7th game. And now the Reivers an out away from tying the all-time series back up at 4 apiece.
Pretty evenly matched, I'd say.
I would say so.
Cavaliers down to their last out.
Morris, the last chance, high pitch, and got her swinging.
Down to their last strike.
Was coming with some velocity as well. No balls, 2 strikes to count to Eve Morris. Swing and a miss, and Kirkland, 2 strikeouts to slam the door on Johnson County in the bottom of the 7th, and the Reivers wrap up this triangular. Later on, Tony. See you later. Our awesome athletic director here, Tony Tompkins, rolling out. Busy week for him here with the triangular, and this week, this weekend, and early parts, men's and women's national championship tournament games will be starting up in Daneville, Iowa, and Joplin, Missouri, and he's a great one here. Appreciative to have him here and having us here at Johnson County Community College. With the Cavaliers win game 1 against the Trojans today, 12-11, and drop this one 13-5, and this was really a game that it felt like all the momentum was on the Johnson County side. I remember saying earlier that when they were up 4-0, it feels like a game. And even before then, that it was a game that it feels like the Cavaliers were in control and that they should have been up like 5-6-0, and they were going to be putting Iowa Western away. But then all of a sudden, it was 9 unanswered runs for the Reivers, and they had back-to-back 2-run home runs in the top of the 7th inning, and by then, it was just too little, too late for the Cavs.
Yeah, no question about it. You know, the wheels came off after see, who was it? Maggie.
Maggie McNally got the start.
Yeah, Maggie McNally got to start. She was rock solid for 3 innings, and then she'd only thrown 30 pitches through 3, and then she threw 30 pitches in that 4th inning when things got away from them, and it just went downhill after that.
And for Johnson County, the test will get even tougher as they'll host a doubleheader on Saturday with Kirkwood Community College, ranked number 7 in the Division II rankings. So number 10 versus number 7 coming up this Saturday. Should be a great one. The Cavaliers hosting the Eagles right here on Johnson County Sports Live. That doubleheader starts at 1 o'clock, as does the doubleheader over on the baseball field. They're currently playing right now at Fort Scott, and Fort Scott will be coming up, and we'll play a doubleheader here at the Johnson County Sports Complex on Saturday afternoon as well. So that's going to do it for us. 4 games in a span of 2 days. I know you and I are exhausted. I'm sure the ladies are even more exhausted, undoubtedly, in the middle, right, coming down the pipe of the 8-game week for them. 2 on Sunday, 2 yesterday, 2 today, and 2 more coming up on Saturday. The good news for them, all of them here at home, so no travel is in between all of that.
Right.
But still a long week for the Lady Cavaliers. They'll be looking to finish strong here as they finish this triangular overall 3-1. Not too bad. Picking up some good quality wins on the way, sweeping both against the Trojans and splitting the doubleheader with the Division I Iowa Western Reivers. I almost said the Iowa State Reivers, but those are a whole different team there. So that's going to do it for us here alongside Dennis Drennan. I'm Dylan Funk saying so long, everybody. We will see you next time here on your home of the Cavaliers, Johnson County Sports Live.